What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lyman Football, and today's video is going to be another episode of the Hudl Highlight. Now, I did a couple of these a long time ago. I stopped doing it because I wasn't sure how much interest was there, but the views on them really picked up recently, so I'm seeing a lot more interest in these style videos. So because the season is right around the corner, or you're in training camp now, I thought it'd be helpful to break down a couple people's highlights over the next couple weeks, and again, we'll check the interest and see how it goes from there. So how the series works is I have an email address called lfhudl@gmail.com. You send your link to your Hudl account there. I randomly pick one per week. Now remember, this is completely constructive criticism, and it is just my opinion. You guys might have other opinions. Leave them in the comments down below. Right? Let's work on these people's issues and see, highlight what they're good at together. Right now I have 273 submissions. So I'm just going to start the screen recording. I'm just going to do a little test to sync on my audio. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to randomly go, pick one. Let's see what it is. Let's dive in. Did I just go to the very bottom? Nope. All right. Here it is. Check out my highlight right there. His name's Cody Varnes, 6'3", 255 from Newbury College, Sydney. He says, I know I need to work on my fall steps. I didn't get to train very much this offseason because I was rehabbing a 360-degree labrum tear. Another thing I like to highlight on here as well is it's not just about showing the pancake blocks and how big you are. It's also showing about stuff that normal people wouldn't realize are big deals, but to scouts it would be. Proper technique, footwork. All right, so he's playing right tackle. Mention here really quick is the only reason that happened. Let's watch his hips and let's watch his hips and watch his head. It's good that he finished that block, but let's see what happened where the guy could fight across his body. So he came. His alignment's good. His head's on the outside. His hips look like they're in a better position, or almost even right now. And you can see now that the guy started to back up a bit, he's losing it. He's still inside, which is good. But you see his head and his hips start to shift over this way. That's where you need to correct that. Right there, he's beat. He could give up on the play, but he fights through it. That's a good block. One thing there, like he mentioned, watch this first step here. I think I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Ready? Yeah, see that? So see how he wasted that first step there? That's behind the line of scrimmage. Again, he said that's one thing he wants to work on, so he already knows about that. Chase. I wouldn't include this play because it's good to see the fight he has in him, but it wasn't crucial to the play. It's good that it shows like some dog in him, which is good. But taking penalties, I personally would not show penalties in my plays, especially just with the way he ended that hedge. Again, he goes till the whistle. Kind of just stood right up. I guess his job was to push him inside. The one good thing I will say right now, it's good to see that these pancakes he's getting, it's not like the typical where guys put on their highlight film of them taking out really small guys. These are guys that he's equally sized with and he's challenging them. So I like to see that. So first thing is he gets his body completely up against the guy's chest here, so he gets rid of all separation. It makes it a little bit tougher. Let's just watch and see. Okay, comes down. See, he had the seal right here, and let's see what happens where it goes off. See, as soon as he had that seal, He didn't shift his hips over where his hands and his shoulders were. And then because of that, the guy was able to fight back across. So he just has to shift his hips around and seal him off. But again, same thing as the rest of them. That's a good way to finish. Okay. There. That's a good block, right? He didn't have to continue, left it, and then he still goes for another one and he sticks with it, right? It's effort, which is always good. Effort is always good, but there's, you know, sometimes when it's too much. Okay. I feel a little bit like his chest is a little bit too open here. It's like he sits back well, but I think he just opens his chest up way too much for D lineman to get into him. Again, he was a little slow. And see how he's meeting him chest to chest there, right? So we need to use our arms a little bit more. He's got big, strong arms. Let's use them. But then he still does separate, get good extension, and collapse it. All right, so here, let's watch his pass set here. And the one thing is, he has good patience, and he realizes the guy's coming a little slow. I think the gap between them is a little bit too big. There isn't a ton of worry because this guy's playing on the inside shade here. He might cut back across. Right, but you'll see. So as soon as this center's looking this way, he's still in a good spot. See, he's still inside of him, and that's what you want to be, right? You don't want to overpass that here, but also because he has no help. If he closes this gap down first, this guy has a free lane, especially with how deep of a drop the quarterback's taking. So he's at a really good spot right now. He's just maintaining his right side, his right eye on the inside of this guy's right eye right there. You can see with their feet, he's in good alignment. Then the guy has no choice to go outside. He rides him out. Doesn't get to part in the play. So that's the stuff, right? There's no point in putting that in your highlight film when you're trying to show it to coaches. That doesn't matter to them at all. There's I feel like he needs to torpedo more. Yeah, see, so it's almost like he's falling a little bit. So he's dropping down a little too quick. And he's just falling at him, right? So the key is to lower your body and load up your hips where you can explode down and out at them. So he just needs to work on that torpedo more and loading his legs where he can go forward more instead of just down. Okay, so I think we've seen enough. So the things I'd like to hit on, first off, with your chop blocking, you need to load your legs a little more to get a little more explosion forward instead of just down. Like you said, the fall step you want to work on as well. And again, I like the energy and I like how hard you're going. The thing is, you need maybe to tone it back a little bit just in case, you know, the penalties are something you don't need. It's good, but you know, it's time and place type deal. But if you guys don't agree with me, let me know what you think in the comments down below. So there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Again, if you did like it, please hit that like button so I'll keep making these. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thanks.